looking round Dad, you mean, dear?
Sorry spectacle that it is.
I'm just trying to compensate for a temporary blip, lads.
I was going to say, why don't you tell him you managed a full day at work?
Impress me. Oh, and by the way, as soon as you're on a roll, when's this guttering job going to get done at home?
I was going to mention that.
Oh, I knew you couldn't go a full day without cocking Summit up.
It's not me, it's the workforce. They haven't got back to me. They must have gone off on another job.
Great. So you're going to tell me, Dad, that you failed miserably again, or should I do it for you again?
I've had a look at it. There's not much to it. I can do it myself.
You? You go dizzy stepping off the curb, man. Give over.
Sleep for a bit, if we're quiet.
I'll put up a sign, shall I? Merely the natural concern of the natural grandparent.
Perhaps you might like to go and get him. Use him as a weapon.
Bob, I may be many things, but I've never been petty.
That wouldn't explain why I had to rescue TJ's cuddly Spanish bull from the waste bin, would it? €40 that cost.
You're encouraging blood sports.
So am I, keeping you two in the same room.
Not for long. I assume you've sorted out the B&B.
You assume wrong, sadly. They're still booked up. So you stuck with me.
What?
If you wake him up.
Someone needs to wake me up. I'm the one having the nightmare.
Yes, I know. Pete, I'm still at work. Yeah, well, can't you phone me tomorrow? Yes, I know it's important. Yeah, I'm quite aware he's my child, like you're ever going to let me forget. No, I have not changed my mind, not since we last spoke. Yes, fine, I'm sorry. All right, I will talk to you tomorrow. See you.
Social services.
I thought you were busy. It's all right.
Tom's upstairs getting ready.
Something I should be worried about?
It's a bit of a problem for him, don't you think? I mean, under the circumstances. You know, young wife, free agent, young wife with a baby.
Not your problem, the way. So you won't mind me suggesting you keep your nose out?
Well, don't you look smart?
I thought I'd make a special effort, considering the occasion.
Oh, look at you both. It's such a pity social services are putting Charity in an awkward position with her baby. Glass of wine?
Oh, yeah.
They want me to take him back, but it's not going to happen, Tom. It's not.
I thought all this has been sorted out already.
Well, they're just being a bit heavy-handed, you know? That's the job. I'm going to go get changed.
As long as you know what you want.
I know what I want, Tom.
Emmerdale on CBC will be right back.
Away while they're doing your tea. Paddy'll be wanting his by the time I get back.
Oh, but they don't mind you staying. They'd never say it, but it's because they think we might all be dead by the morning.
I've had me dinner. They obviously don't know how tough you are, do they?
Oh, I just want to get out of here as soon as they'll let me before, if I could. They said maybe tomorrow, if I behave myself.
Well, you best start doing as you're told, then.
Oh, I'm not kowtowing to a bunch of spotty-faced graduates in white coats. Haven't figured out their own bodies, let alone mine.
Did you know? Enid, I've had me dinner. Did you know that?
Come on, you two. Do you want me to open the bottle for you? Right, I've switched the computers off. I take it we're all done.
I am. Not sure about Einstein here.
You looking forward to tonight? Good-looking women making a fuss of you. Us three carrying you home.
Just tell him, will you?
Do you mind? I'm discussing my father's engagement party here.
Yeah. Whilst avoiding discussing something else, obviously. What is it?
It's just the guys who are meant to be doing the guttering. They've let me down. I'm going to have to do it myself. Should save us a few quid, though, eh?
Yeah, well, you do it in your own time, not in the firm's time. Is that why you're not changed?
Told you, didn't I?
I'm just going to make a start on it tonight, and then I'll just keep doing a bit after work.
Oh, good. You'll have it done by winter time, then. Still, I suppose if it keeps you away from that mad scrubber over there, it could be worth it.
I've got rid of her and all, so you can stop worrying.
Oh, get me a brandy, someone. Our Carl. Volunteering for work and seeing sense over a woman all in one day. Hey, you're not ready either. Come on, get changed.
There's clean clothes in the case. And I bought you another book to read.
Oh, thank you. Anything that'll stop me going mad. It's being around all these old people I can't stand.
You'll be all right now. Second shift's arrived. Although I'm not sure how much peace you'll get.
I've never been so glad to see either of them. Don't you dare say a word, lady.
See you later.
Bye.
Hello, Edna.
Hi, Edna, love.
How are you doing?
That's the best thing about being round here. The fresh air normally sends him right off.
There has to be something, I suppose. You should be thinking.
Terry.
TJ.
We've just been out for a walk.
Dawn was just listing the good points about living round here. Didn't take long, love, did it?
Yeah, well, some of us seem to manage. I've left a pan on. I'll see you later, Jean.
You know what I still can't figure out? How you let him get away with keeping hold of the house after you'd split up? Because Chris Tate gave him that house. It didn't seem like a big deal.
Oh, I bet it does now, with you all crowding in on top of one another at your father's.
Well, like Terry said, we just seem to manage.
You shouldn't have to just manage. It's not right.
Surely I can't be falling down already. I've only been in it 2 minutes.
Bit of guttering wants redoing. Told me Dad I'd get it finished.
Think we could do with sorting a few things out.
That's what I'm doing. You've no idea the stick I've been getting round here lately.
Oh, that's my fault, is it?
I'm not blaming you, I need to get back on track with me Dad.
I'm talking about what's happening with us, not whether or not you should be sucking up to your old man. How old are you, anyway?
Old enough to know when I'm making a pillock of myself. Just.
I'll be in the pub. Assume you're going, because you won't want to upset your dad.
Oi! I thought you said you were shot of her.
Well, I can't help if she's walking past, can I? Oi! Pack it in!
We've done weather, and we've run out of scandal, so...
I'm not gambling, if that's what you think.
Well, only for matches. I've eaten all your grapes. I'll not take your money as well.
Hey, I'm supposed to be taking Pearl to this dude.
Oh, it's not that time, surely, already.
I mean, if it were me, Tom King and Charity Dingle.
Could be all over by end at night.
Could be all over by the end of the wedding night.
Leonard Reynolds, get your mind out of the gutter, will you? Oh, go on, buzz off the pair of you. Don't want to be staying around with all these geriatrics any longer than you have to.
Present company excluded.
Have you ate my dinner?
No, not me, love. I'm slimming, can't you tell?
I've been waiting to start this book anyway.
You just don't get it, you lot, do you? Women don't see time like us fellas do. The more they see that waiting gets on your nerves, the longer they take.
You mean if I stop mourning, she'll start getting ready on time? I could start a book if you like.
Try. You'd be amazed.
Carl, if you need anything, oxygen or parachutes, we'll be at the pub.
Everything's under control.
Just waiting for Charity then.
Thank you.
What did she say?
Well, what could she say? Well, he's not going to want a baby around, not at his age.
Right. No, I'll come down now. See you there. It's Frank down at the yard. Somebody's had a lock off one of the porter cabins. It's probably just kids, but I should go and check.
Oh, well, don't keep us all waiting.
You made it then? Dad, I've got to nip down to the yard for a minute. I'll see you all in the pub.
All right, well, just look after the ladies then, shall we? Now that they're ready.
Feel a bit like Snow White.
Do you?
Well, I would have been ready a lot sooner. I'd have been able to get the witch away from the mirror.
Right then, girls. Let's get going.
You're all deserting me then, are you?
Don't you be late now, just to prove a point.
What makes you think I'm not enjoying myself?
I thought you'd be at home.
Can I not come out for a drink now, either?
I'll give it a rest, will you? You're going to bite me head off every time I open my mouth.
Depends what comes out. Yes, Paul?
No, I'll get these down. Oh, pint please, Diane. Cheers, Sid. Hey, do you want to come and join us? We're getting set for a right good night.
Diane. I'm not one to ask for a favour, as you know.
But you're going to.
Are you fixed for putting Bob's ex up for a bit?
Even if I could stand having her in the house, we're already full.
Oh, come on. Surely you can find a cupboard or something. Put the rent up. Food it.
Look, I might be having a lousy time, but if there's one candle through the gloom of this breakup, it's the fact that I don't have to listen to Jean. You're stuck with her, Viv.
Why me? She's horrible.
Because Bob's your husband now, and he's nice.
Yeah, too nice.
Well, if you were my proper friends, you'd help me out.
Possibly.
So how's the postal service then? Anybody chinned you lately? Oh, don't you start.
No, don't. Because we'll only get I was in the right, I'm the one with the moral high ground.
I'm the one with the black eye. Why am I getting all earache over Carl King, eh? What have I done?
Why don't you straighten it out with him and have done?
No chance. Anything else you want to have a go at me for?
How long have you got?
It's going to make for a great atmosphere in here each time you're both in, isn't it? Look, how much more fun do I need? I'm not the one who's out of order. Look, I've said I feel bad. What else am I supposed to do?
That's not the point, is it? He's apologised. Why can't you?
Whose side are you on? It's not like you can avoid each other in a place like this, is it? Would it shut you two up?
He means me.
Doubt it. Look, you'll be doing the right thing, mate. Yeah.
I'm not having a go at you. I just can't fathom why you'd let Terry keep hold of the house when you're entitled to half of it, that's all.
Well, it's just the way we settled it, Mum. I couldn't get all mercenary somehow with my life falling to bits around me, and neither could he. Will you let it drop?
That child needs somewhere proper to live. I would have thought his father would be the first to see that, that's all.
Yeah, well, I know what we're doing is not exactly ideal, but we'll figure it out. Everybody feels bad enough as it is without rowing over who owns what.
You won't be saying that 6 months down the road with Christmas coming up and nothing apart from your social and no roof over your head.
Chris Tate left Terry that house. It's got nothing to do with me. We're not starving, we can manage.
Oh, you got your father's stupid streak, I know that.
Oh, so you'd rather me and Terry were like you and him then?
It's done me no harm.
No. So why is it that every time Dad speaks to a woman he's frightened he's going to get slapped? Whose fault's that, eh?
Do you want to come down for a minute or shall I come up?
What are you doing here?
Well, my wife reckons we should try and be nice to each other. I think it might be too much of a big job.
Is that supposed to be an apology?
No. Not while I can't see you when I'm doing it. All right. So we're out of order. You would as well, so why don't we just call it straight?
If you want.
I don't know why you're hiding. I'm the one that got thumped.
I'm busy.
Right, I'll leave you to it then. Hey, I'll tell you what. This new scaffolding's better than some of the contraptions I've been up.
Hey! Have you done this kind of thing before then?
What are you doing up there anyway?
Gutter's dropping off.
I've done a bit, yeah.
I don't suppose you fancy coming and have a way up of this one?
It was as much as I could manage getting this far. I'm not working for you as well.
Hey, look. There's free ale at my dad's do all night if you'll come and have a look.
I'll come as a couple.
Done. Get up here.
Oh, nice flowers. Hey, I wish I had as many handsome suitors as you.
I was on, Why do they all have to have their televisions on so loud?
You sound fed up, Petal.
I like being in my own home.
Oh, well, soon as you fit and not before.
And I am not used to being told what I can and cannot do.
Oh, yes, I know, it's rotten, isn't it? Hey, we're all power mad in here.
Have you no bedpans to collect?
I'm on my break. I just thought I'd come over and annoy you.
Well, in that case, you'd better get those dealt to sit there.
Captain says, has this happened again? I said, Yeah, it's all rotten. We'll have to clear all this gunge out, though, before we can get it off.
Oh, whatever, I believe you.
You're not happy about all this, are you?
What? Us having to work while they're all down there having a party? Who would be?
No, I mean being up here. Not to be ashamed of. I can't stand spiders. One of them things, that's all.
All right, well, I'm dealing with it.
Yeah, so I see.
I don't like heights.
So why say you do it in the first place?
I'm trying to get through 24 hours without my dad thinking I'm a complete waste of time.
Oh, can't help you with that. Still, safe as houses up here.
Hey, will you pack it in? I'll give you a matching black eye on the other side.
Oh, lighten up, will you? Besides, I doubt you're willing to let go long enough to get a swing in. Look, we're going to need something for all these leaves.
Why can't you just chuck them down?
Hey?
I'm serious! It's not funny!
Oh, they come sooner if I don't know how much fun I'd be having.
I'll make the most of it.
I intend to. We need some bin liners. Go on, only take you 2 minutes.
Oh, I can't.
Is this the free stuff?
Congratulations.
Have a good time.
Well, I can't say I fancy stopping in here all night watching them two slobbering all over one another. Free beer or not.
What, I think I can force myself?
Fancy getting a taxi in Taunton?
Nah, I should probably save my energy in case I need to have another row with Paul.
Remind me never to get married.
Like anybody'd marry you.
He's going home, getting changed.
We don't have to go clubbing, eh? Just a decent bar for a change. Get out of this dump. Come on.
So we can get riders like blokes up all night.
Sounds good to me. Hey, I was even going to pay for the taxi.
Come on, we're going to be here all night if you don't get going.
You go.
Just tell me where they are, you wimp. Can't have you carrying a bin bag up to this altitude. You might blow off.
There's a couple next to that toolbox. Have you found them yet? Look, Paul, don't start messing about. It's not funny.
Here, catch.
You catch this! Paul! Paul?
Emmerdale will be right back.
You are allowed to enjoy yourself, you know.
Oh, I'm annoyed about all this stuff with social services. It's getting to me. So that puts me in a bad mood, which then gets to you, and then I feel like it's all my fault, and then I get in an even worse mood. You know what I mean?
I can't remember when I've been in a better mood, if you must know.
I know. Listen, I'll get over it. I've probably just need a few drinks down me.
Although I must admit, I hadn't planned on changing any nappies. Not that I've forgotten mine.
How could anybody forget? And don't even think about it, by the way. I've told them the score. No baby, and that is it. There is only one other person I'll be sharing my bath with from now.
Remind me to keep a bottle of champagne back.
Look at him, it makes me sick. Right, then are we going then, or what?
Yeah, go on, Chef. Paul will manage without for an hour or two. Please, take her with you. It's like a broken record.
Why not? We'll go find him, tell him what's happening, then we'll ring a taxi on the way.
Hey.
Paul! Paul! I'm sorry, mate. I was only messing about. Say something! Paul!
Do you want to start with the food, or shall we give us another half hour?
Oh no, better hang on for a bit. My lads are still due, and they think they're deprived enough as it is.
Hello? Paul? Anybody there?
seen Paul?
No. I was just...
Oh, I said he was coming up here. Must have just missed him.
Yeah, he's been, but... Said he had to go home. Must have been half an hour back.
Look, just text him when I've done with it. Did you get it all sorted?
Sorry?
We don't want any falling out, Carl. I know Paul doesn't really. He must just caught him in a funny mood.
No, it's fine. Yeah, no more aggro. Got it all straightened out.
Hello. Oh, he's going to be even more annoyed at me now for mithering him into coming up. Anyway, see ya. Hands on, will ya?
You enjoy yourself. Get stuck in. Help yourself.
You've got that Luke.
You best stay on the right side of me then, ain't you?
Would you believe it? That Sam's out in public. Some folk have no shame.
Might one suggest one keeps one's trap shut if one's looking for a quiet night?
Stick with me, love, you'll be alright.
Why people start looking at me funny?
Bit late for that. Anyway, doesn't matter. It's no different from what they do to everybody else. You've got as much right to be in this pub as anybody. And anybody that thinks different can answer to me.
He was only through first. It's not my fault. It was an accident. I couldn't help it. It was...
So, where's the barmaid's prayer tonight, eh? Fried you up, has he?
What's he got to do with you?
Jazz, love, come over here and join us!
Yeah. Go on. Go and join Sam the loser over there.
Are you looking for a slap or what?
Yeah, if you're looking for one back.
Stop picking on her, you!
As if I'd take any notice.
Just take it steady, love.
Are you telling me I can't have a drink now?
No, I'm just saying we don't need husbands or boyfriends here to have a good time.
Yeah, well, Carl can please himself. It's him that's missing out, not me.
It's more like it, or what? He is, I know that. Hey, you're the married one, remember? Why do you think I brought us here?
What can I do for you girls?
Now, 2 hours, please. After. Don't even go there. Do you want to stay in the wool cart?
Dad'll be pleased when he has to buy new tyres. What are you doing in that?
Is there anybody else here?
Security, that's all. What's up with you?
I've had an accident.
Where? He'll go mad.
No! Up at the house. Listen, will you? Paul Marsden came round. He started helping me up the scaffolding.
Hang on. I'm on my way, love, yeah.
He just fell. I didn't know what else to do. We were only messing about.
But tell him to stop mithering, will you? I'll see to our car. Hang on. What are you on about?
I didn't know what else to do.
Oh, my God. How the hell have you managed that?
I just
Lifting him up, I didn't think he'd be that heavy.
I don't mean how you got him in there, you lunatic. What happened?
I told you, he just fell.
Can I ring you back? 5 minutes, yeah.
Emmerdale will continue after these messages.
How many have you had?
Just the one. I'm pacing myself.
Well, take a walk up to the house, get our Carl down here, eh?
Jimmy was supposed to be picking him up. He was wittering on about something. He must have switched his mobile off.
Get them both moving. You think I did this every week?
No argument, nothing.
I told you no, he fell. That's it.
And it's an accident. It's all right. I mean, it's not all right.
Now what we're supposed to do?
Get him back up to the house, call the coppers. If he only fell, then it's not your fault. You're just making it worse.
I told Siobhan he'd gone home.
You what? After he'd fallen? Are you mad?
Well, who's going to believe it's an accident? I'd already landed him once. They're going to think I did it on purpose.
Well, they will now. I knew you were stupid, Carl, but... How long ago did he fall?
Well, 20 minutes, half an hour, I don't know.
Right. Get him. Get him back up to the house. We're going to put him back where he fell and call an ambulance.
But what about Siobhan? I mean, she was
Carl,
there.
I don't know. We'll have to think about it later, all right? Just do it.
So this is you being responsible now, is it? Change of plan.
Well, there's no need to go at it like it's a contest.
Oh, giving orders in here now, are you?
Me paying for it might be a factor.
Come on, Chaz, let's not have a row, eh? Cherry wants to have a good night as well, you know.
I will know when I've had enough, and it's not yet.
Hey, you're marrying into class here, mate. You've no idea.
Reverse him as near as you can, and we can lift him up and put him straight down.
Do you think I should go and get Dad?
Have you fallen on your head and all? Just do it, will ya?
You think I've got better things to do than chase you two round the village? And I don't think my dad's going to believe you when you say you're late because his car broke down.
It's all sorted. 2 minutes and we'll be right after you.
Is there something going on I should know about? It's just a few things I got off one of the drivers cheap. I couldn't fit them all in my car. Well, I'd best be having a look and all then, hadn't I?
We've got a bit of a problem.
Jimmy, no! You will have if you don't hurry up.
Carl, calm down, sit down, something. Go in and have a drink, anything.
What is going on?
He fell off the scaffolding.
Into there?
It's beyond me how he's got the nerve to show his face in here.
Vivian, don't spoil my night as well as his, eh?
Excuse me. Your cousin's making an idiot of herself.
Oh, look, I sort her out if she gets too embarrassing, all right? Look, you know something, if we were posh, we'd be in nice spirits, but because we're a bit rough, it gets called antisocial.
Well, at least you had the good grace to turn up. Which is more than my lot have managed so far.
Oh, sorry. I'd like to offer my congratulations on your impending nuptials.
Well, that's very thoughtful of you, love. Thanks very much.
Chaz, you promised me you would behave yourself. Now go and sit down next to Lisa, please.
No. Right. So how come it is, right, you can have whoever you want, but your son can't? I mean, what have I ever done to you, eh?
We
Nothing.
don't need this, thank you very much. And if I wasn't getting engaged tonight, I'd slap you one. Yeah.
Right,
I would.
OK, come on, girls, let's cool it down, eh?
You've had enough, right? Come and sit down with me, or you're going home.
I told him he should have just left everything where it were.
What? Somebody find him after I'd already said he's gone home? Oh, shut up then, both of you. Who's going to think this was an accident after you two spent the last half hour running around like the Sopranos? Where did Siobhan go after she'd spoken to you? She got into the taxi with Chloe. She didn't go home?
They were going into Autumn, apparently.
Right. If we're still going to make this look like an accident, which it was, and keep you out of it, the first thing we need to do is make sure nobody thinks it happened here.
No. Hey, hang on. We've made enough of a pig's ear of this already. Let's just get it put right.
It was too late for that the second this moron put the body in the car. That car, for God's sake!
Not if we call the ambulance and the coppers and that. Just tell them what happened.
It's enough of a mess as it is. All you've done is make yourself look guilty. Most people make murder look like an accident. Only you could get it the other way round. Everybody knows these two have been at each other's throats. I mean, nobody has seen this supposed kissing and making up, have they? Leave him where he is.
No. I say we phone and we get it over with.
You'll be sending him down yourself, then. I mean, who's going to believe this is an accident now? Think, will ya? Right. Are we going to do it my way? Are we going to stand around and wait for everybody to get home and join in? Right. You wipe your face. Take him down to their house and you go and all and wait for me there. Ring the pub and tell Dad that the break-in at the yard is more seriously thought and we've got to go down and sort it out. As soon as it's dark, we move and get back to the party as soon as we can.
What about...
Just do it!
It's not going to work.
And if we wait for you to think of something, all three of us will be sent down. Get on with it!
You talk us into this.
Lucky for you, I did. Both of you. Right.
I can't.
Listen, what about Siobhan, eh? It's bad enough she's going to find her husband dead. Do you think it's going to make her feel any better when she finds out you've been dragging him all around the village like a sack of spuds?
There must be a better way.
What? Do you want to get back on the phone with Sadie? Clear it with her before we start? Come on, Jimmy, get a grip. It's bad enough keeping this idiot going without you bottling it and all.
We're not talking about a knock-off crate off the back of a wagon. There's a lad dead back there.
All right, we know.
Yeah, and there's one here who's going to go down for a very long time unless we sort it.
Just everybody shut up, will you?
You know what you're doing? It's you.
I think so.
Don't think. Just do it. Right. Are we moving?
Must be a change for you girls, getting up to the big city.
Yeah, we come more often if we're all like you.
Maybe I should get me wellies out. Come up there, see what I'm missing.
I'm just trying to picture you in wellies. Nothing else, just wellies.
Whose idea were this anyway?
Oh, give over, I'm only having a laugh.
Yeah, I thought all blokes were pigs and we were having naught to do with them.
Yeah, only the ones we know, otherwise we might as well give up.
Hello? Married?
Don't remind me.
Wellies.
Look at that! Is there any way of getting her out of here without causing a big scene?
I think it's better coming from me. Chaz, nobody minds you having a good time, love, but you're upsetting other people. Do you think you could tone it down a bit?
Why should I take any notice of that pathetic old creep? Might give the orders up at your big house, mate, but don't go shouting the odds down here.
It's me asking you now, not him. Let's go for a walk round, lover.
I am happy where I am.
Yes, we don't want to row, but will you just go home? I mean, if Carl comes in, it'll all...
What's it got to do with Carl? It's up to me what I do.
This is all very dignified.
It's all right, I'll handle it.
Chaz, they're laughing at us.
Charles, listen. Don't give them the ammunition. We're as good as any in this pub and a damn sight better than most. Just don't let them get to you, OK?
Yeah, Ken's right. But we have to have what Jarvis says, that solidarity.
I wasn't including you, you slimy little get. Now go and sit down before I slap you back down. I don't know where you've even got a nerve to be here.
Hey, there were no call for that.
Well, he's lucky he can even walk to get here in the first place.
I'm just trying to run a pub.
Look, forget it. Forget it. We're out of order. See, we can't afford to hide who we really are, unlike some. We're going home, yeah?
Such a class act.
Well, you'd know, wouldn't you?
You, in the house, turn the telly on. Straight back out. No breaks. I can't see what I'm doing. Was it dark when it happened, you prat? Why would he have the lights on? Keys go back in his pocket. Hurry up. Can't we just take his bike somewhere out of the village and leave him next to it? Get him as far out as we can. I doubt falling off your bike would leave you the same as falling 30 feet off a load of scaffolding backwards. Now get him out of here and job done. Right?
No sign.
You're staying away to make some kind of point.
About you and me?
Like you don't approve, I don't know.
No, they'll be here as soon as they've sorted out whatever it is they've gone to sort out. That Mike should take all three of them.
Hey, listen, I know you're a bit annoyed, but listen, it's not spoiling nothing for me. I'm having a great time. In fact, I can't believe when I last felt this good, eh? So we must be doing something right.
Are you telling me to stop mithering and to start enjoying myself?
Yes, I am.
So, you're ordering me about already?
Get used to it, baby.
How about holding off until after we're married, eh?
I don't want to wait that long.
Who said anything about waiting?
Well, I just thought...
Well, with me being so old-fashioned, you
Hey,
mean?
listen, sooner the better for me, baby.
Well, the sooner then. Why hang about? Now, what about aiming for something before Christmas? Then nobody can say they've spent up on presents, can they?
No, thank you.
Arrow's already loose as it is. I just bent it forward in its bracket, pointing this way. Of course, pointing this way if he fell this way. Just open the can. Make him look like he was having a drink. Just squeeze the telly on. How hard's that? They'll be able to tell from the body whether he's been drinking, you pillock.
Sorry, Jim.
Hey, we're all scared, kiddo. But we're going to get you through this, all right? Just don't panic. I'll run it down the sink. What about our cars? Yours can stay where it is. You need to get Dad's back up to the house. I'll get him to the pub and we'll see you there later. Jimmy, no lights. Time we were long gone. Are you sure he's in the right place? He probably don't think so. I'm going to get away with this. It's all about keeping that shut. You know nothing, you say nothing, right? Go.
Taxi outside for Chloe.
Oh, good.
Does that mean Siobhan's forgotten where she is?
Hey, married love, get over it.
Does it mean Siobhan won't be back?
I shall look forward to it.
I'll say I have to drag you out here now, I've got to drag you home.
Quite nice being on your own for a change, though, isn't it?
Tucks her up with a nice cup of cocoa, no problem.
Now, why doesn't that sound like you?
Or maybe it was a bit of vodka I didn't really chance. Any road. Everybody gets to carry on passing round the vol-au-vents and having a right nice time, don't they?
Excuse me.
Where the hell have you been? You do realise I've had to put up with this rabble all on my own whilst you've been swanning around at the yard? Now, go and get me a drink, and then apologise to your father. And what's happened to Laurel and Hardy?
They're on their way. Put your face straight. We're supposed to be celebrating, aren't we?
Emmerdale will be right back.
Blimey. Thought you'd be well done by now, celebrating your dad's good fortune.
Car alarm just went off. Can't be too careful, eh? You know how wild it gets round here.
Yeah, that's why we usually end up in Otten.
You're not coming in for one. Do my reputation the world a good walking in with a goddess on either arm.
When you say it like you actually mean it, you might be in with a chance.
You would. Why not? He's loaded. If he's too old for me, where does that leave Charity and his daddy?
Oh, I really want to picture it. Paul? Why is that back door open? It's not that warm. Paul! Hey, what's wrong with your telly? Paul!
A bit like the gardening, isn't it, Paul?
Where were you? I still had the keys. You what? I left them on the table and I ran out the back door.
Did you leave the back door open?
I don't know. I think so. Is that bad?
It might just be better. You might have done the right thing for once there, kid. Come on, I don't know about you. A drink. Get in. Do you think you've got a choice?
Now, this might come as a surprise to some of you. It even came as a surprise to me. But a pleasant one, I must say. No, much more than that, much more. We have decided, since we're enjoying ourselves so much, not to hang about too long for the wedding.
That's against the crooks on the job.
So you can expect us to announce a day any moment now, as soon as we've had a chance to talk about it. Which will mean another session of free drinks. Which I'm sure you're all much more interested in. So drink up, enjoy yourselves, thanks for coming, and cheers.
Yeah, just hurry up, will you? They're coming.
Right, no problem. Smile, mingle, it's a party.
There you go, love.
Never know. I was never crazy.
It's a great night.
Steady. Someone's got a guilty conscience.
Filthy hangover, more like.
Yeah. Well, if you think you've got a bad head, wait till you see Charity.
She really let her hair down last night, eh?
You can't have sobered up either. The last time you cleaned my car, you were in short trousers looking for some extra pocket money.
It was a bit of a mess. Had to chuck some tools in it last night. Make the yard secure.
Right. Well, I'm just on the way over. Thought I'd check out the damage for myself.
No need. All sorted.
We thought you might like a bit of a lie-in this morning.
Well, the security wants reviewing, doesn't it? The amount we pay them boys, they can't stop a couple of kids breaking in.
Could have been worse. Disturbed them before they got to the computers. Hardly anything missing.
All in hand, then?
We didn't want to put a downer on the morning after the night before.
Right. Well, I'll take my thick head back to bed, then. Oh, give us a shout if you need me.
You know, I can't keep fobbing Frances off. Ronnie's just told me she needed sedation when she found out. Can't you just try and talk to her?
No. Tell you what, I'll dial the number and put you on. Maybe you can manage a word or two.
No way, and I don't want her around here either.
Mrs. Marsden, I'm PC Calburn, and this is my colleague, PC Johnson. Can we have a word, please?
Better come in.
Chad saw us. She hates me. There's no way she's going to keep her gob shut.
State she was in last night. She wouldn't have noticed if she'd seen us dismembering the body.
I was in that house when Siobhan came back. I was inches away from her.
All we can do is hold our nerve.
I couldn't sleep. Every time I closed my eyes, I kept seeing his face.
Just keep it tidy. If anyone asks, the worst thing that happened last night is your dad got engaged to that slapper of a girlfriend. As far as you're concerned, Paul's at home, having his cornflakes right now. All right.
That's how Paul got a black eye.
Yeah, Carl King whacked him a few days ago.
Something and nothing over some stupid photographs. Car grovelled a bit, they soon made up.
If you could let us know where we might find Mr. King.
Holgate Farm. If you head out the village and it's up next to the Dingles.
A post-mortem examination was carried out late last night. Pathologists found nothing to suggest foul play. Paul must have lost his balance and fallen, breaking his neck. Death would have been instantaneous. He wouldn't have suffered. There will be a full inquest in due course.
I didn't like him so much just to change the toilet paper. What was he doing out there? It doesn't add up.
Anything good in there today? Hey, I bet the problem page is a bit racy this time of the morning.
If that thing is intended for me, you can take it right back where it came from.
You want to get up and about again, don't you?
I'd rather die than shuffle about with that glorified fireguard.
You know you don't mean that.
No, thank you.
Come on, up we get.
No, thank you.
Well, the consultant won't sign you off till he's happy you can use it. So, unless you fancy another few weeks of hospital food, I'd give it a try, eh, Petal?
Just get up there and get on with it, unless you want Dad asking awkward questions.
I can't.
Leave them to me. Only speak when you're spoken to.
Carl King.
This is your man. I'm his brother Matthew.
I don't know if you're already aware, but last night there was an accident in the village involving Paul Marsden. Unfortunately, he died as a result of his injuries.
Paul's dead. How'd it happen?
You got time for a quick word?
Yeah, sure. You better come in.
You only had to hear her screaming to know it was something awful.
It's almost inhuman. I'll never get the sight of that poor boy out of my mind, not ever.
I've never seen a dead body before. Why did it have to be him?
Such a waste.
It's a terrible thing to lose your husband so young.
I don't know. Might prove cheaper than a divorce.
I don't find that at all amusing. I lost my first husband in a tragic accident.
I'm sorry. I had no idea.
And Paul, the postman's just been killed falling off his roof.
A minute he's here, driving me up the wall with his laissez-faire attitude to collection times, and the next minute, gone, just like that.
Oh, how tragic. And his wife, his widow, is beside herself. I've just had to ring his mother for her. She couldn't bring herself to do it.
Well, you can't blame her for that.
Paul was all she had. She has no family, nothing of her own. And on top of all that, the poor kid's got the police to deal with. Yeah, I could weep for her, I really could.
When I'd calmed down, I apologised for smacking him, and we shook hands on it.
His wife tells me Paul was here yesterday. Did you see him?
Only for a few minutes. Then I went home. I can't believe he's dead.
How's Siobhan coping?
Well, it still hasn't hit her, to be quite honest.
And all the while we were knocking back champagne at my father's engagement party.
Makes you think, doesn't it?
Thanks for your cooperation, Carl.
Right. Anything you can do to help?
Thanks for your time. Good afternoon, gentlemen.
How can you watch this junk when poor Paul's lying dead in a coffin somewhere?
I don't think he's bothered either way. It's very educational. All human life is here, Donna. Oh, look at the size of them two. You can hardly fit them on the sofa. The programme's called Sex with Your Ex, How I Finally Won My Man Back.
Tragic how some women have to cling to the past.
Tragic how some women take the men for granted.
Unless you like poor old Siobhan who never even got the chance.
He was just lying there all pale like he'd gone to sleep. Like he was dead. Mum, why did you let me see that? I'm going to be scarred for life.
I know, your first body's never easy, Donna.
What, you think I could cope with seeing another one? Never going to be able to go past that house again. In case he comes back to haunt it. He's just lying there, covered in blood.
Oh, do try to pull yourself together, Donna, so you saw a dead body. If you were a nurse, you'd see them all the time.
Well, lay off her, Mum. She's had a nasty shock. We all have. I like Paul as well. Why don't you go and have a lie down? I'll bring you a nice cup of tea.
I don't have a bedroom, remember? I'm sick of this living like students. And I'm sick of the fact that Bob wakes me up every time he goes to the toilet. I'm sick of the stink of baby sick and dirty nappies. And I'm sick that I can't even get upset in private.
That's just weird. I mean, she's talking about him like he's still here.
What gets me is she's so calm. She's not so much as shed a tear yet. I'd be tearing the walls down.
If it was me who died, he'd be throwing a party.
Why does everything always have to be about you?
Hey, you're not the only one who's upset here, you know.
I know, I'm sorry. I just feel so useless. I mean, what else can I do for her except hang about and make cups of tea?
She in?
She's not up to visitors. So if it's the gory details you're after, you'll have to wait till you read them in the Courier.
It's just that when I saw him lying there last night, it brought it all back. I lost my Vic the same way. But, well, not exactly the same. It's just that 1 minute he was there and the next minute gone.
I'll pass on your condolences, okay?
Thanks for coming. I'm so sorry, Siobhan. It was the end of my world when I lost my Vic. And nothing anybody can say can make it any better.
You're right there.
But it does. Get better. Eventually. He was a lovely man, your Paul, and we're all miss him very much.
Me too.
Talk about strange death. Oh, poor lad, falling off a ladder, clutching a TV aerial. And the worst thing is, his wife, the nurse, what's her name again?
Siobhan.
That's right. Well, apparently, she found the body, rolled home drunk as a skunk and fell over his body. And I thought we had a bad night. Was it something I said?
This
Mrs. Birch? Now, what's this about you being difficult?
I beg your pardon.
With the best will in the world, Edna, isn't it? We can't help those who won't help themselves.
You can't force me to use that thing.
Force is much too strong a word. I wouldn't dream of it. However, the sooner you begin to cooperate with the medical staff and get yourself mobile, the sooner we can free up your bed. You'll find it in your own best interest, love.
Mrs. Birch to you.
Don't you want to go home? Is that it? You live on your own, don't you? Now, if you feel you've been able to cope, we can always look into other options.
I am not alone in the world. I have friends and neighbours.
Well, you want to get back to them, won't you? Come on, up you get. Practice makes perfect.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Cheers. You always said I was selfish. I thought myself too much, never bothered about him. That's not true, Shiv. He was right, wasn't he? If I'd made sure I'd spoken to him instead of going out on the town spending the all nights like getting him off, this might never have happened.
Don't blame yourself.
No one else to blame, though, is there? All men are pigs. That's what we were saying. Stuff a lot of them, and all the time he's lying here dead. I hope it was quick, Claw. I hope to God he doesn't suffer.
Do you reckon we got away with it?
We did fine, kiddo.
I've got to see Siobhan.
And what good do you think that's going to do you?
She's got a right to know how her husband died.
So, you tell the bereaved widow that instead of phoning an ambulance, you shoved his body in your car boot, drove to Watton and back, and then faked an accident?
This isn't just about you anymore. We're all implicated. Me, Matt, Dad.
I'll tell them I did it. Then I'll panic till I dragged you into it. Just shift, will ya?
I really didn't want to do that.
We were messing about. I was having a laugh. Why did he have to go and die on me?
I've got a proposition for you. I know you're not going to like it, but just hear me out.
I'm really sorry, Terry. I have not put her up to this, I swear.
I'm bracing myself. Go on.
We're living in slum conditions across the road. Viv's making my life a living hell. She only has to see me and Bob together and she goes puce and lunges at me.
Hey, hang on. You and me living under the same roof? No way.
Not me, Terry. Me and Dawn and TJ.
I've only got 2 bedrooms.
I never said anything about you staying there, did I? I'll have a large G&T, please.
Oh. Hey. Nice to see you up and about.
Oh, Jarvis.
You look shattered.
Oh.
How about if I give you a hand to get back to bed?
No, can't be doing that, can we? Might never get her back on her feet again.
I hardly think that's...
She knows she can't go home unless she can walk up and down this ward unaided.
Well, seems a bit sudden to me. She were in theatre last week.
Oh, well, we like to get patients out of bed as soon as, especially at her age, you know. You find things seize up if they don't get much use.
I beg your pardon.
Actually, I'm quite glad you're here, Mr...
Skelton.
Yeah, only we're a bit concerned about her home situation.
Look, if you're talking about me, you can address me directly.
She's going to need some help when she gets home. She won't be able to get upstairs to the lavatory, that sort of thing.
Oh, for heaven's sake.
So we just need to know there's someone there to keep an eye on her, you know, pop in, make sure she's not lying in the middle of the carpet like an upended beetle.
Feeling better? If I were you, I'd take the rest of the day off. Chill out. See if you can get your head straight.
Matt said it's business as usual. What about Dad?
Leave them both to me. Come on, get this down you. You're so pale you could be a corpse yourself. We've got the worst of it over with. Look at me, Carl. Have I ever lied to you? It's all gonna be fine.
You want me to make myself homeless just because it suits you?
Your son's camping out in someone else's home. It's not too much to ask, is it?
It would help if he could get into some kind of routine again.
Poor child never gets a night undisturbed with Bob's hours so late. And all Donna seems to do is slam doors. I didn't think you'd let the poor child suffer. Just because she's separated.
Don't turn it round on me.
It'd go down well with the Kafkas thing. If you're prepared to make a sacrifice to put a roof over his head. Show them you're a concerned father, don't you think?
We've managed to get a grip. Why the hell can't he?
He's just shaken. He's never seen a dead body before, let alone have to chuck one in the boot of his car.
It wasn't exactly the highlight of my week either, but unlike him, I'm dealing with it.
He saw Paul die. For God's sake. I'm no psychologist, but I suspect that slapping him every time he looks like he's going to wobble isn't the way forward.
So, what should I do? Stand back and watch him spill the beans to Siobhan? Hellfire, I thought you reckoned he'd gone to bed.
Is she fit to be let out in that condition?
Well, it's all care in the community nowadays. Either that or they're cultivating bed sores on a hospital trolley for weeks.
Oh, it looks as if you're letting her out tomorrow. But she'll need a fair amount of looking after. So we need a plan.
I'll organise a cleaning rota.
Hey, and the bed won't bring him downstairs.
Aye. We'll shift some of her furniture into my shed.
She'll be in the best possible place. Hey, a right Florence Nightingale I am. My Frank Bernard used to swear by my healing hands.
I mean, he wasn't that bothered about the TV in the first place. But nothing only want to watch anyway. What possessed him?
I've not come to intrude. I've just come to say how sorry I am. I really am.
Thank you.
That's kind of it, really.
Stay for a drink at least.
Hi.
Can I see it?
Turn round! Turn round!
It's unfair. Why him? Why yours? Why now?
Tragic accident. Yeah, you'll hear that a lot over the next few days.
She has already. She wants someone to see you.
I'm so sorry, Siobhan. All this is...
Join the club. Just up with another bottle, get him a glass, Claw.
We'll pass on that, thanks. We don't want to intrude on private grief. You should wait for us, Carl. We were all going to come and pay our respects together.
I'm sorry, love, for your trouble.
We all are. I have to pass on my Dad's condolences and Sadie's. My Dad thought a lot of Paul.
What people did.
So, if you'll excuse us, but anything you want, anything we can help you with, just please call.
Thanks.
We'll see ourselves out.
Didn't know you were mates with the Kings.
We're not. Those two have never so much said hello before.
See? No one has a bad word to say about Paul.
Well, why the hell not, eh? You selfish swine! All these years have been nagging him to get more done round the house, and he starts to get it in his head to start swelling up ladders and damn well kills himself! How can he be so stupid? What was he thinking? Why did he let me alone?
What death wish are you on?
I told you to stay away.
She's breaking her heart in there.
She'll get over it.
I can't leave her like this.
It wouldn't suit a soft lad like you, prison.
Come on.
You'd be fair game for every hard man with time on his hands. And I can't see Dad and Charity queuing up to visit you once a week.
Get in! We can't! Get flaming in!